guys, it's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be take 2 of this upload. Maybe you saw it earlier where I had uploaded it without any voiceover or talking during the video. And apparently that's not the most popular take or the most popular way to do it. So I'm going to redo it with a voiceover and tell you guys what I'm doing here. So first I'm making just a really quick liquid IV drink, and it's just because I've been dehydrated lately, lots of stomach issues and things like that going on. So these really seem to help, and I just feel better after drinking one. So today I'm going to be unstuffing my sinking funds. Now I've had the same funds for quite some time. In fact, I've pared down a little bit, and I ended up with just 4: Black Friday, renovations, escrow, and early mortgage payoff. So what I decided to do was empty out those funds, count them up first, but eventually empty them out and just pool all the money together. And then what I'm going to do after that in a subsequent video is I'm going to follow up and talk to you guys about the way I want to reallocate them, reorganize them, and what my newest, most refreshed goals are moving forward. So I'm just counting up the funds for the first one, and that's for Black Friday. And I had $900 in there. So I unstuffed that one and counted all that up just to make sure that I didn't miscount along the way, because I do that all the time. And the next one is going to be home renovations. And for that one, we had saved or amassed a total of $3,500. And this got a little cumbersome to count. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm not the fastest bunny counter. It looks like I am here, but that's just because I have sped this video up so much. So I continue to count, and I've been saving this money, I think, since the beginning of the year. I want to say that was probably when I started these new funds, but I could be wrong. I don't have the little cards in front of me, but I think that I've been doing this since the beginning of the year. For the most part, what we've done with the majority of any extra money that we have made this year is put it towards our mortgage payoff. And we're down to just under $85,000 that we owe. So I'm super excited about that, but we have a long way to go. So this next fund that I'm unstuffing is the escrow. So our escrow used to be tied in with our mortgage payments, but recently, it's been about 2 months now, I requested that that be unlinked, and I wanted to pay off our taxes every 6 months on my own directly to the county. I don't know why, but psychologically, it just makes me feel like our mortgage payment is so much more affordable. It was affordable to begin with. So I know that we didn't have a high mortgage, especially in comparison to people who live in other places, throughout the country. Property and real estate is just off the charts right now. But we do have a reasonable interest rate, and we've been paying it. I think we refinanced in 2017. So we still have a long way to go, though. So we're just under $85,000 now, but I wanted to remove that escrow because eventually I wanted to pay an entire year at a time and just kind of get as ahead of the game as possible. So the next fund that I'm doing is our early mortgage payoff, and you'll see that. But all in all, I wanted to just organize the cash after counting everything, unstuffing everything, and then create envelopes where I can keep kind of like a stash of cash. I don't know. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. But I wanted to have an envelope for, my 1s, my 5s, my 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, so on and so forth. Well, I guess that's it. But I wanted to have an envelope, so then what I could do is when I have extra money, I can go ahead and kind of house it in these envelopes until I stuff it, get around to doing a video, or until I have to spend it. And that way I will have a binder just full of the cash that's ready to be allocated. And so that's what I did here. I just took a bunch of these extra little poly zip envelopes that come with the flexible binders that I've been buying and using for a while, and I just wrote on them. I do have a Cricut, but I just can't bring myself to use it. It's just such a pain, and I know I have to re-download the program that I just don't want to get into it. So I just go ahead and I handwrite them with a Sharpie. And these envelopes are fairly inexpensive. If you do need to restock, you can just buy the envelopes on Amazon as well. So I just chose one of my binders to keep all the money in. And then what I will be doing moving forward is having a separate binder where I will have my newly reallocated sinking funds. And so I need to prep that video. I want to give it some final thought before I film that, just so you guys know what we're doing moving forward. But the reason why this was timely is also because we do have a pretty large expense coming up in about a week to 10 days, and it's time to do this anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, I hope I see you in my next video. Take care.